Chapter 1, Lesson 5, Cubes and Cube Roots. Vocabulary, cubing, to multiply a number by itself 3 times. This originates from finding the volume of a cube if you were given a side length. It is annotated as x cubed. To find the cube root is to find the side length of a cube if you were given the volume. It is annotated with that square root symbol, but instead there will be a 3 there to tell you are looking for a cube root. How to cube a number. This isn't any more difficult than squaring a number. You're just multiplying it by itself 3 times instead, which is shown by that exponent of the 3. So in our example, 4 cubed equals 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64. So number 13, they ask us to cube 15. So again, I'm multiplying by itself 3 times. I need 3 15ths. And the answer to that is 3,600. So the cube of 15 is 3,600. In number 14, we want to cube 16. So I'm multiplying it by itself 3 times. 16 times 16 times 16 equals 4,096. You can do the same with any number. All you have to do is multiply by itself 3 times. I suggest you try number 17 and number 20 on your own. Knowing multiplication facts is also helpful in finding cube roots, but using prime factorization is going to be your most reliable method. So if we were trying to find the cube root of 216, you are simply going to use prime factorization the way we did when finding a square. Bringing it down into prime numbers, Again, you saw that I'd like to circle my prime numbers when I get there instead of continuing down the line like they did. And then you write it out as a multiplication problem, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. The only difference in finding the cube root is we're going to have 3 sets of parentheses because it's a number multiplied by itself 3 times, not only 2. So we split that up and we have 2 times 3 in the parentheses each time. So 2 times 3 is 6. So the cube root of 216 is 6. So let's do 3,375. Again, that's a pretty large number. I honestly, they tell you to try method 1. I have no idea what the cube root of 3,375. So I need to use prime factorization. And I'm going to start up here, 3,375. I know that 5 can go into this simply because it ends in 5. So I'm going to do the division, and 3,375 divided by 5 equals 675. I'm going to keep going with that 5. Anytime I see it ends in 5 or 0, I know I can use 5. So 675 divided by 5 is 135. Got another 5 is there, so I'm going to keep going. Divide by 5. That will be 27. 27, I can't divide by 5 here, but 27 is 3 times 9. And 9 is, I shouldn't have circled that 9. I apologize. And 9 is 3 times 3. So 3,375 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 5. So I'm breaking it down into 3 different sets of parentheses that have to have the same thing. So each parentheses will have a 3 times 5 in it. And 3 times 5, of course, is 15. So the cube root of 3,375 equals 15. And you have made it through Chapter 1. Please remember, all of Chapter 1 videos will be kept up on the website. So feel free to go back and look at them anytime you need them for help.